with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was the Super Bowl today, and what an absolute horseshit ending it was to that game. Good game up until the last 2 minutes. 35 all. 35 all, 2 minutes to go. You're like, this is going to be an absolute fucking crazy finish. And then the ref steps in and says, hold on, cunts. There's only like 2 or 3 billion people watching this. Let's make it the worst finish we can possibly imagine on one of the worst calls you can fucking come up with. I fucking like the NFL as well. I was going for Philly. For some reason, I don't like Mahomes. Well, I didn't like him that much until after the game. He sounds like a fucking hick. He sounded like a fucking redneck. I didn't realize that. I thought he was albino Jamaican. I don't even know what Mahomes is, but fuck, he can play. That second half, the Philly defense didn't know what the fuck was going on. KC scored on every fucking possession in the second half. I feel like I could have defended better. I can also leave heaps of room for the players to score. I can also not tackle. I can also ignore all the running routes. Hurts, the fucking QB for Philadelphia, he had a fucking game too. I don't know. It was a good game, but it was so underwhelming, the finish. They just fucking kneed out, and then you had to pray some cunt was going to miss a kick right in front from fucking like 27 yards. It was just the shittest fucking finish. I love American football too. I should watch more of it, but I don't really have fucking like 12 hours a week I can spare to watch NFL games. Rhianna came out for the halftime show as well with her 3 tits. Cunts were fucking more worried about her baby bump. Who gives a shit? I was just hoping she was going to fall off that fucking platform. I was like, is this bitch connected? Is she connected to the platform? Because I hope it wobbles. I hope it wobbles and she goes for a tumble, and then it came down lower. I'm like, she's strapped in. Who cares? I've never understood Rhianna. Is she hot or not? I can't tell. I don't really find her attractive. I do like that Umbrella song though. Something, 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 umbrella. If we're gonna shine, we'll shine forever. Looking under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh, eh. That's a cool tune, but fucking, is she hot? I don't know. I mean, it could swing both ways. If you said to me she has a little bit of Down syndrome, I'd be like, yeah, I see it. Or if you said to me she's the most attractive girl on the planet, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. She seems like an absolute fucking nightmare. And she was lip syncing the whole time as well. I can do that too. I can play defense for the Phillies, and then at halftime I can just fucking jump on stage and lip sync to fucking Umbrella. Something umbrella. Ella. I need to be involved in the next Super Bowl somehow. I'll do it. I'll do the halftime show for almost free. Do you reckon that's the talent they're looking for? I'll do it for free. Just fucking put me up there. The best talent's always free. That's how you get to the top, by not demanding any monetary compensation for your fucking services. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for a drink card. Give me 2 drink cards, I'll come do the halftime show. Nah, Rhianna must be good. I was thinking about it today. I'm like, you don't end up 50 meters in the air floating in the middle of the halftime fucking Super Bowl show unless you're good. You just don't get there by blowing Jay-Z. You have to have talent too. Any old fucking cunt can fucking blow Jay-Z. That's easy. You have to have talent as well. You still have to blow Jay-Z regardless, but you have to have the talent behind it as well. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. I tell you what I would like to do though. I'd like to throw the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. I used to pitch in baseball, so I've got a little bit of an arm. Not a good one anymore. But I can do the full wind up. I can look the part. So cunts will just be like, oh, there's that fucking Australian comedian. Where's this ball going to go? And then I just fucking gas one down the fucking center. Strike one. That would be a good experience. I'd love to do that. But I think the Super Bowl halftime show is out of the fucking picture. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. A beautiful star I see. A vision of ecstasy. Anyway, let's move it along. It's Monday. It's that time of the week again. It's time to ask a question. It's Ask Boyle time. So if you have a question you would like answered by one of the greatest minds of the generation, then head to my website, boylecomedy.com. There's a section there for Ask Boyle. Type it up, send it in. Or there's a drunk dial feature on the website. You can use your voice. You can ask it with your tonsils and send it in. It's all there at boylecomedy.com. Anyway, let's get to this week's Ask Boyle. So this week's Ask Boyle was sent in all the way from, I'm not going to say the country and I'm not going to say the cunt's name, but I've met him before. He came to one of my shows. I spoke to him after one of my shows and I was like, I hope you enjoyed it. And he's like, yeah, it's good. Anyway, let's get to this week's Ask Boyle. So here it is. I met my girl getting fucked up together, but I went sober and things have been really good since. The only thing is, when she tips over that magical 3 drinks mark, she slowly becomes a cunt. Do you judge or get pissed off with people when you're sober and they're drunk, i.e. your missus? Well, yeah, it was good. You have come to the right place. Me and my wife, when we went on our anniversary date last week, we actually talked about when I was drinking. She was like, you were an absolute fucking nightmare when you were drinking. And it was bringing up like PTSD for her. She's like, fuck, we used to fight all the time. I'm like, yeah, but that was all alcohol fueled. All of it. And considering I'm the only one that has quit drinking and everything's calmed right down, it seems like 99.99% of the problems were caused by my drinking. Because she's actually fine. She never really tips over into annoying. This is just her though. Occasionally she gets a bit stroppy and I'm like, shut the fuck up. But not often. She usually stops before it becomes a problem. That's with her though. Other people, that's a different fucking story. I like being around people having a drink. It's good energy. I still like being in bars and shit like that. This time that I quit, when I've quit previously, can't be around anyone who drinks. It's just infuriating. I just hate them. Everything they say annoys the fuck out of me. They get repetitive, whatever. But this time, I can deal with it a little bit better. So I like the energy of people after they've had like 3-4 drinks. You can almost feel them become more annoying after that as well. You wouldn't believe it, but you can tell the fucking difference in people after 3 drinks. It's crazy because they'll then go on to have like 17 or 18 more drinks. But you're like, you changed after 3. You became a different person 3 drinks in. And now you're 22 drinks in. You're not even you anymore. So whenever people cross the line, I just fucking bail. I can hang in there for a little while, but the conversations are so fucking boring. They're just repetitive, boring. You can't get any flow into it. It's just not fucking enjoyable. And then if you throw in a little bit of feistiness because they're all boozed up, then it's just like, yeah, no thanks. I'm fucking out of here. But you can't do that with your missus, can you? So that's a problem. This is what I would do. I just thought about this. I would secretly film her when she's drunk. Film her, like go on the camera and go, this is you 6 beers in. And then film her, she'll be talking some bullshit. Just let her fucking prattle on with her shit. And then stop and then come back. This is you after 10 beers. Come back and now she's slurring, calling you a cunt and all this sort of shit. And then the next morning, when she's in a deep, brutal hangover, pull out your phone and start playing it for her. And say, this is what I have to deal with. This is you. This is you after 3 beers. This is you after 6 beers. This is you after 10 beers. It'll be jarring for her because people don't really ever see themselves drunk. People think they're absolutely killing it. That's the problem. That's the big fucking problem. People think they are fucking killing it. People think they are absolutely dominating life when they're just being annoying cunts. And the only reason no one's pulling you up on it is because the people you're surrounded with are fucking maggot as well. And they think they're killing life. Everyone thinks they're killing life. But if you had footage, evidence, like real evidence of how shit you act and how annoying you are, it might force you to change your behavior. Probably not, to be honest with you, but what are you going to do? You need to fucking explain it somehow, don't you? Just saying it to a drunk person is not going to work. You know you're annoying when you're drunk. That's like a compliment if you're drunk. If you said that to me when I was drunk, I'd be like, yeah, I know I'm a mad cunt. You just hear what you want to hear. No, Boyle, shut the fuck up. You're annoying as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I actually might start stand-up comedy. Thanks to the encouragement. That's what I'd do. I'd just get some fucking evidence of your missus being fucking annoying and then show it to her at her most vulnerable point. Because you're not going to fucking get through to someone who drinks. I'm just having some fun. You're so boring now. I'm boring, am I? You've just said that same thing 48 times in the last 6 minutes. So I think I've saved another relationship. Either saved it or ruined it. I don't know. But I hope that helps. Let me know if you actually do try that out and how it goes. I'll be very curious to see how it works. It's an experiment. Anyway, thanks for sending in the question. That'll do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around. And I'll see you the fuck later.